COVID friends. Okay, so here's what I need you to do. We're going to put our pencils down. We're going to watch me for a hot minute because the problem with what we're doing tonight is that actually making a table would be super, super hard. Because let me show you what the problem is going to look like. And in a minute, you're going to, on the second, when I do the second one, this first one you're just going to watch. You're not even going to write this down. But this is what the crazy problem is going to look like. And if you made a table and started plugging in values, that alone would be like, what the hell am I even doing trying to plug values into that, right? So we choose a different way to graph it. And here's what we're going to do. We know, we talked about this, that in math, everyone has a mirror twin. Multiplies opposite or inverses divide. Add is subtract. Squaring and square rooting, right? They undo each other. And this guy has a twin, an evil twin, if you will. And his evil twin is this guy, right? You can write things this way, remember we talked about it, or you can write them this way. They're evil twins. They're inverses. And if you remember what inverses do, they flip the value. We talked a little bit last chapter that if we had a U graph that looked like this, and we learned to do square root graphs, and if you remember what we did, is we flipped them over. So instead of hugging the Y line, they hugged the X line. They flipped over. They translated over. Not all the way upside down. That's a reflection. This is called an inverse. It's like, hey, I'm a little devil here, and it's like, now I'm a little angel this way. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take the one we get that's easy, and then we're going to flip him sideways and be done, right? That's our goal. So we're going to say, hey, that thing's scary as shit. I don't know how to do it. Oh, my God, I just taped that. That's scary as heck.
Okay, you're tired.
Hey, that's why I'm tired. That's scary as heck. I'm going to just say that for one of these days. And so I'm going to take what I know, and I'm just going to flip it over, okay? So here we go. I'm gonna do this first one, and you're gonna watch me, and you're gonna be like, oh my God, that's totally not bad. So here's what I'm gonna start with. I'm gonna start with the guy that I know. And the guy that I know always did this. He started at 0, 1, which is my old helping point, and then he would go over 1 up 2, right? That's where he did. And he even, if I wanted to draw this in, he would kind of look like this. Everything's good. So what I'm going to do now is flip him over this line. I'm like, okay, he's hugging this guy. Now he's going to flip over and hug this guy. And how do I do that? Because that's hard to do in my mind. What I do is, I got to put this point in, 1 coming 2. What I do is I just flip-flop those points. The 1 and the 0 flip-flop their places. So this is now 1, 0 and 2, 1. Let me show you what that looks like when I do it. Let me get rid of this guy, and get rid of this guy, and get rid of this little guy. Okay, so watch what happens. It's kind of cool, and you'll get the hang of it. So now it's like, oh wait, instead of these guys, I'm going to use this guy and this guy. So instead of looking like this, he's going to look like that. Does that make sense? And that's how we graph them. That's literally how we do it. We take what we know and we flip it over, right? Now, there's a couple things that we need to know. Our lava line used to lay on the ground. It was lava on the ground. But we flipped everything around. So now the lava is not on the ground. It's dripping down the wall because we flipped things around. So watch what happens to our lava line. Instead of our lava line being laying on the ground, he's going to now drip down this wall. There's our lava. So our lava will be at x equals 0. It's going to drip down the wall. Does that make sense? Does that kind of make sense? So let's try one together. You guys ready? Here we go. Let me get rid of this one. We're going to do one. Okay, we got this. We got this. So we're going to say this. Y equals, you're going to write this on your paper nice and big somewhere, log base 3 of x. And if I was doing that for real, I'd be like, oh my God, where do I start? And I start with what I do know. And I feel like, screw you, log, you're confusing to me. I like this dude. So I want you guys right now to put 2 points. That would be that dude, right? So it's always going to be this guy right here, 0, 1. And you can write it as old helping point. And 1, 3, right? Because we just steal it from that guy. As we're getting good at that. 1, 3. Now what I want you to do with your table mates, I would like you to flip-flop the x and the y to get my new points, right? Literally, just flip them, just inverse them. So do that right now. Bless you. If you put 1, 0 and 3, 1, you are on fire. Go ahead and put it on your graph. 1, 0, 3, 1. And now I've got to remember my lava is dripping down the wall. It's dripping right down the wall. And now I'm able to draw it. It starts down here and it goes like this. How does that look? Are you guys okay with that? Is that kind of cool? Does that kind of make sense? Yeah? Okay. You guys want to try one on your own? Yeah? Okay. On your notes now have a thing that say medium HP. On this next problem, cross out the medium HP. We're going to do that one next. I thought we'd be ready for it, but we're going to take one more try at this. So here's what I want you to try. All by yourselves, with your table mates if you want. I want you to graph y equals log 5 of x. Give that a try. Don't worry about the medium HP. That's going to happen in a second when we start moving this guy around. Yeah, we're going for it. We're doing everything to him. Like I said, on these ones, you don't even have to make a table, because the table would be a nightmare. But you got to be able to count. And you all can count. Now I'm going to be honest. Some of you are going to get pretty fast at this and start thinking, Miss T, can I start skipping some steps? Can I skip the first step and then just go straight to the second step? Yeah, if you're getting good at it, I'm totally cool with that, right? Because at this point, I've done this like, 2 classes. I could skip that step. But for a lot of you, you're like me. In the beginning, I'm like, okay, I got to start here. 5 to the x. That's my parent graph. And then I'm going to just abuse that guy, right? So I start here, 0, 1, 0, 1, and 1, 5. 1, 5. Now what I'm going to do is tilt him over. That's really what I'm doing. Think of that I'm just tilting this guy over. I'm flipping him upside down. So now it's going to go 1, 0, and 5, 1. Put the dice away, please. Okay. Now, remember, the lava is now dripping straight down the wall. It's dripping down the wall there. Drip, 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 drip. And I'm ready to draw it in, and it looks like that. Can I see a legitimate finger wiggle if you got it right? Yeah? Honest to God, you guys, this is like freak-out shit stuff. Oh my God. Wow. I know, probably not today. Like, one time, and I probably should stop taping, I was in a job interview, and you know how you're not really, I think I told you guys this, you're not really supposed to use the word retarded because it's not a good word to use. You're not, because it's ableist, right? What does that even mean? Because they used to use that word for disabled people, right? Right. So I was in a job interview. I'm like, oh my gosh, I was being so retarded, and then I thought, oh my God, I can't say that. And have you ever done this? All I kept thinking in my head was, retarded, retarded, retarded. I said it 2 more times. Oh my, I heard myself. I thought, it just came out of my mouth. I don't even use that word. And I just kept saying, oh, it was terrible. It was really bad. So now that I Thought, S-H word. I'm just going to keep saying it. That's all there is to it. Okay. So here we go. We're adding on. We're going to get tricky now. Okay. Oh, you guys ready? Yeah. Is it still taped? I know. I'm gonna get fired. You know what? I mean, they're gonna teach the classes I want. I'm gonna get fired. Who knows? Okay. Here comes our new one. Y equals. This is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be crazy. Here we go. Log x plus 3 plus 0. Okay. So here's what's gonna happen. The pattern is the same. The stuff in the parentheses is going to move us side to side, opposite, naughty, and the stuff on the outside is going to move us up and down. Once you get the pattern, everything works the same. So here's where we need to start. And I'm going to do it in 3 steps because I think it makes it easier. First we start, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to put this little guy here. I forgot to put a little 3 right there. Okay, sorry, forgot the little 3. See the little 3? We're going to start with this guy, 3 to the x. Is everybody cool with that, right? I steal him from this little guy that I forgot to put down. So here's where we start. This is our first point, 0, 1, 1, 3. That's our old helping points, 0, 1, 1, 3. Is anybody lost on that? Okay. Now the next thing I'm going to do is flip them over. You guys ready? Let's do it. Let's flip them over. 1, 0, 3, 1. Again, can some of you start to say, Miss Tarantino, do I have to do both those steps? No, you don't. Okay. Is everybody okay with that? Now, I'm going to go ahead and erase these original ones or I start getting really confused. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what this stuff tells me to do. That's going to tell me to go left and right, and this stuff is going to tell me to go up and down. Are you guys cool with that? So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my finger on this little, I'm going to make it purple. It's going to go 3, but remember it's naughty. So is it going to go toward the pirate or toward the door? Toward the door, right on. So I'm going to take him and go 1, 2, 3, and he's not going to go up or down, so he's going to stop right there. I'm going to take this guy and go 1, 2, 3, and he's going to stop right there. And here's what's interesting. My lava line is now, can't be here, it would catch it on fire. It shifted also. And you know where I can find it now? I can't find it at the end like I used to because it's the wall. I find it right here. But remember, everything in the parentheses is opposite. So it's -3. Watch if that makes sense. There's my lava line. That makes sense. There's my graph. That's crazy hard. That is so much math. But it's really not bad, right? Does that kind of make sense? Yeah? Well, let's try another. We'll try another one. Okay, you guys ready? Okay, we'll see how you guys do. I'm going to walk you through this one. Okay. So, the one we're trying right now is this. Y equals log, let's go log 2, and let's go x minus 3 plus 0. Let's try that. Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to start off with this guy. That's your home base. Then you're going to flip him over. And then you're going to hop him over 3 jumps. But I think he actually hops this way. Okay? Like a little bunny hop. I am so impressed with you guys. This is the real deal. Yeah, like literally, you take that home and show your parents, be like, if you can do this, I will give you $100, and if I can do it, you give me $100. And I will give you $100, because they can't do it. Unless they're your mom and dad, and then you're screwed. when you get an answer you think you like, can you share it with your table mates and see if they believe you, see if they think you're crazy? Can you kind of see if your graph looks about right? Yeah? So here I go. Here I go. I start here, 0, 1, and then 1, 2. Nice and easy. That guy's easy, right? Nice and easy. 0, 1, 1, 2. Then I flip it. I got to flip it. So 1, 0, 2, 1. Some kids in the 0 period are like, do I even have to fill that thing out if I get what I'm doing? You do you, right? So now I'm down here. This guy's here. This guy's here. And I am going to erase this guy because it's confusing to me. Now I say, how do I move it? Oh, I'm going to move it left and right, but I'm going to move it opposite, so it's not going to go negative, it's going positive. So I'm going to take this dot. Oh my God, I think I can actually make this happen. This is going to be the joy of my life right here. 1, oh my God, 2, 3. I can retire now. I can just retire. There we go. That's it. That's as, you know what? That's as good as my job gets right there. So last thing I need to do is I need to know where that wall of lava is, that like waterfall of lava, which would be very cool to see. And you know where it is? It's hiding in here now. And how do I know? Because it's X, and it's right there. But it's, remember, everything in parentheses, naughty, naughty, naughty. So it comes out like this. There's my waterfall of lava. And I'm like, okay. I'm like a little kid. Hey, Mom, can I touch the lava? No, don't touch the lava. I'm going to get close. I'm going to get close. I'm going to get close. You're going to get burned. You're going to die. Your father's going to, like, give you away. There you go. Oh, wait. This only my husband say that? Okay. Are we good? Are we good? Are you guys ready to do the whole thing now? You ready to make it move up and down and side to side? Okay, here we go. Last one, best one. You guys got this. Oh, my God. I'm so impressed with you guys. So impressed. Okay. We got this. Y equals log 3 x minus 2 plus 3. Oh my God, we got some crazy stuff happening here. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to start with our basic. We're going to flip it over, and then we're going to move it to the right 2 jumps and up 3 jumps. You guys ready to rock and roll with this? Here we go. We got this. We got this. I'm super impressed with you. So I start here. 1, and here's what it is. It's this guy right there. 1 and 0 and 1, 3. So 0, 1, 1, 3. Is everybody okay with that? Where I'm getting that from? No one's like, that's crazy. Yeah? Okay. Now, flip it over. Big flip moment right here. You just flip over. You don't even have to do any math. Right? Big flip. So now I got new pen color going on. This guy's here. This guy's here. And I get rid of those because they're too confusing to me. Okay. Last thing I'm going to do. I am going to shift it 2 toward the pirate, 3 up toward the ceiling. Is that out cool? 2 to the right, 3 up. So here I go. Ooh, maybe it'll actually work. 2 over, 1, 2, 3 up. 1, 2, 3. I'm almost done. I need to put in my wall of lava. Where do I get it from? This guy, but he's naughty. That's my wall of lava, like a curtain of lava coming down. And I'm like, okay, here I go. I'm going to come toward it. Just kidding. And I spin away. And that is graphing a logarithmic function, which is serious pre-calc stuff. Look, I did stuff this time.